Jim Carrey is not just the rubber-faced comedian from The Mask, Ace Ventura, and other instant classic comedies. He's not just the voice behind the madcap laughter or the star of zany slapstick films. Beneath the surface, beyond Hollywood's bright lights and comedic fame, lies a man who has wrestled deeply with meaning, purpose, and identity. His journey from struggling comic to international superstar, and eventually to spiritual seeker, holds lessons for all of us. So, what can we learn from a man who's had everything the world says should make us happy and still asked, is this all there is? Carrey once famously said, "I think everybody should get rich and famous and do everything they ever dreamed of so they can see that it's not the answer." It's a jarring quote. Isn't that the dream? Fame, fortune, adoration? Carrey achieved all of it. He was once the highest paid actor in Hollywood, pulling in $20 million per film. But after scaling that peak, he discovered something most of us don't realize until much later: external success doesn't guarantee internal peace. Think about it. Are you chasing something, believing that once you get there, you'll finally be happy? Is it a job, a relationship, a house, a number in your bank account? What if the happiness you seek isn't out there, but in here, within you? Carrey's life is a powerful mirror for our own pursuits. From laughter to longing. For many years, Carrey's comedy was a coping mechanism. Born in Newmarket, Ontario, into a struggling family, he used humor to escape pain. His father, a musician turned accountant, lost his job when Jim was a teenager. The family lived in a van at one point. Carrey was forced to drop out of high school to work as a janitor. But here's the twist: despite this hardship, Carrey's father became one of his biggest inspirations, not for his success, but for his failure. "My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't believe that was possible for him. So he made a conservative choice. He got a safe job as an accountant. And when I was 12 years old, he was let go from that safe job. And I learned something very valuable: you can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love." Let that settle for a moment. How many people do you know, maybe even yourself, who are chasing safe dreams, jobs they don't love, lives they didn't choose, because they think it's the responsible thing to do? What would your life look like if you dared to follow what really lights you up? The mask we all wear. After years of fame, Carrey began to question the very identity he had created. He started exploring spirituality, diving into meditation, philosophy, and painting. He withdrew from the public eye, appearing in interviews with a zen-like calmness and enigmatic presence. "I don't exist," he said in one interview. Jim Carrey doesn't exist. There's just things happening, and there are clusters of tetrahedrons moving around together. It sounds wild at first, but what he's pointing to is the Buddhist or non-dual idea of the ego, that the self we think we are is just a story, a collection of labels: our job, our status, our reputation, our name. But none of those are truly who we are. Ask yourself, who are you when the titles fall away? When the job is gone, when you're not being mom or manager or cool friend, what's left? Carrey suggests that freedom comes when we stop identifying with the masks we wear. In his now famous 2014 commencement speech at Maharishi University, Carrey spoke about overcoming fear and letting the universe guide you. You can ask the universe for signs. And if it doesn't give you what you want right away, it's because the universe is busy fulfilling your order. But how many of us are willing to wait? To trust? Jim emphasizes a mindset of surrender rather than control. He believes in allowing life to unfold, instead of constantly striving to manipulate it. That doesn't mean being passive, it means being in alignment with your inner voice. Are you listening to your intuition? Or are you trying to control outcomes out of fear? Your job is not to figure out how it's going to happen for you, but to open the door in your head, and when the door opens in real life, just walk through it. Pain as a portal. Carrey's path hasn't been pain-free. He's dealt with depression, loss, and isolation. At one point, he said depression is your body saying, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. What if your emotional pain is not a punishment, but a message? A sacred whisper from your soul, telling you to let go of who you think you have to be. He encourages embracing vulnerability, feeling fully, and allowing space for grief, sadness, and even emptiness. These aren't failures, they're invitations. We are not the avatars we create. We are not the pictures on the film stock. We are the light that shines through. In his spiritual awakening, Carrey turned to painting and sculpture. His vibrant artwork became a channel for expression and healing. What's your creative outlet? When was the last time you made something for the joy of it, not to profit, not to post on social media, but just to feel alive? Carrey reminds us that creative expression isn't a luxury, it's a path to the soul. The purpose of art is to bring people into presence. What brings you into presence? Music? Writing? Gardening? Dancing in your kitchen? Being love, not seeking it. Perhaps the deepest thread in Carrey's philosophy is his view on love, not as something to get, but something to be. I'm not a body. I'm not even a person. I'm love. And that's all I am. It's radical, isn't it? In a world obsessed with validation, likes, and attention, Carrey points inward. He suggests that the love we seek is already within us. If you already are love, what would change about the way you move through life? Would you still need approval? Would you chase the same relationships? Would you live differently? Who are you without the role? Carrey's journey is a mirror to ours. It asks, what masks are you still wearing? What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? Are you choosing fear or love in your decisions? What dreams are you denying out of safety? Can you allow space for mystery, intuition, and the unknown? At the end of it all, Carrey's true legacy may not be his films, but his courage to evolve, question, and let go. His story is a reminder that no matter where you come from, no matter how much or how little you have, you are more than your circumstances. And perhaps the most powerful truth is realized? The effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. So, as you reflect on your own life, ask yourself, what kind of effect do I want to have on the people around me? What light am I shining into the world? Because in the end, your truest self isn't the one climbing the ladder, achieving the goals, or playing the part. It's the one beneath all that, the one made of love, light, and laughter, just like Jim.